In this video, we're going to be using Soap Commander Respect and the RazoRock Hawk version 3 in stainless steel. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm really excited about this video because I'm just using some stuff that I love. And this stuff is not super expensive relative to many of the things out there. We're starting off with Soap Commander Respect. Beautiful, bright, citrusy scent. The notes on it, very simple. Lime and patchouli written right there. It's got some good pop to it. This soap is quite old. I don't know how many years old it is, but it's pretty old. Still has all that scent in it. It's at least a 6 out of 10 on scent strength. Oh man, just a beautiful scent. The cost on this is absolutely exceptional. This is $15 for 6 ounces. And on our scale, that is $2.50 per ounce. Exceptional price for a very, very good soap. We'll put the ingredients right there for you. We have shea butter, coconut oil. Oh man, just incredible soap really for the price. And I remember years ago, I was one of the first testers for Soap Commander when they sent out a sample called the Blue Peel, which is now Soap Commander Vision. When they were first thinking about getting into shaving soaps, I tried that, and years later, they're still doing it. They're still doing it at an excellent price, and I am really looking forward to this today. Really excited about it. The razor for today is the RazoRock Hawk. This is the version 3 stainless steel razor, which comes to you for an exceptional price. Once again, this is a great value. Stainless steel. When you go to Italian Barber's website, you can get this razor right now with a titanium handle, which this is not. This is stainless steel for $74.99. But the Super Neural handle is $69.99. For stainless steel, Artist Club style razor, you cannot beat that. One of the things I want to mention to you is a lot of people will go to the site and it'll look like it's sold out because they don't check the handle option. So depending on the handle you choose, it may or may not be available. So I'll put some links below for the products. Check it out if you're interested in an Artist Club style razor. Really, really nice. Let me show you the difference real quick. Grab a DE blade here, if I can find it. Sorry for the delay there. Anyway, here's your Artist Club style blade, and there is your DE blade. So it's really hard to see, but let's put it on top of the razor. You see the difference in width there? The Artist Club blade is quite a bit longer or wider, however you want to look at it. And I really enjoy using them. And this one, I believe, is the Feather Super, which is their most aggressive blade. All right, let's get started by misting the face, and that's just plain water. We're going to go ahead and throw the cube on. We're trying to kill this. It will not die. $6.95. I did have a comment from a gent the other day that said he used the cube and he didn't think, or he thought it sort of hardened up or gummed up and got in the way. I've never had that problem at all, but I'll just put the cube on and then just sort of add some moisture and maybe froth it up a little bit. And I don't have any problem at all with it. So maybe make sure you're sort of working it in a little bit before you lather. That would be my tip. And make sure you dry your hands. Always important to have dry hands. I'm really looking forward to this shave. I tell you, we have so much stuff and I have so many shaves planned that sometimes I just like to use something old school like this. Captain's Choice Bowl. I've been revisiting some of these old soaps like Soap Commander that have been around for a while. And man, oh man, they still hit the spot. And every time I use one, and you guys who are regular viewers know this, I will say that these things still hold up. Like, despite all the really fancy soaps today, artisanal soaps, these older offerings that were made 5, 6, 7, 8, sometimes 10 years ago, still hold up. And when I say hold up, I mean in terms of the mechanic of the shave, slickness, and all those things that you need to execute a great shave. Scent, these soaps still have it, and they do it at a very reasonable price, especially compared to what some of the soaps cost today. This is not a 12 butter soap, and I promise you, it will give you everything you need in terms of the mechanics of the shave, providing that slickness that you need. Again, we don't get into posts on this channel. I use post-shave products, so I don't evaluate posts. Well, let's get going with our RazoRock Hawk, and I've been looking forward to using this. I've had it setting out for a while, and man, that just feels magnificent. So the Hawk is much wider than a DE, and so you do cover more real estate, and there's just tremendous slickness on this soap. Again, it is not one that should be ignored. Some people do, and that's your loss, quite frankly, because I think oftentimes we get wrapped up in the latest and greatest and everybody's base formulas and all that kind of stuff. For me, I'm just going to be honest. All the reformulation, and I've been saying this really for years, you do get some incremental improvements, but the promise in terms of the mechanic of the shave of being exceptionally better, I just have never found to be the case. I think it's rubbish. And I don't see any reason whatsoever for a person who already owns a particular soap scent, maybe they bought it last year, to buy the same exact scent in the new base because they think they're going to get a far better shave mechanically. Again, maybe post, maybe you can make that argument, but the reformulations, they do improve them incrementally, but let's be honest, folks. You're not going to get that much more out of it than the last base, the average user. Now, folks will tell you all day and night that they do because they want to justify their spending. I am not one of those people. I'm not one of those people. Because I want to be, as much as I can be, a good steward of your dollar as well as mine. So I'm not going to say, you must have the latest base, otherwise you're missing out. You're not missing out. You're not missing out. Don't fall victim to that. These soaps right here still work exceptionally well. So do not be hoodwinked and bamboozled into thinking that your shave's going to be orders of magnitude better by buying a new formulation of a soap. Because by and large, it's probably not going to happen. You may appreciate a better post-shave, because I think that's what they tend to focus on. Because let's be honest, once you get to a certain level of slickness, it's hard to improve on that, you know. And this soap here, despite being quite old, provides, I don't need any more slickness than this provides. And I'm not even sure you can provide much more slickness because it is slick. And so, please, don't be hoodwinked. Don't be bamboozled at the promise of things being orders of magnitude better. They may indeed be a little better, but it's not going to be night and day. So that's my advice to all you new folks. Look, I'm here to call it like I see it. And while I want to enable you and connect you with products that you really love, that makes me very happy. I don't want you to be spending money frivolously, especially around the holidays right now. And so if you bought something in a soap base that was produced last year or even 5-6 months ago, or even in most cases like this, 5-6 years ago, it's still good. It's still good today. Were you getting great shaves with it 5 or 6 years ago? Yes. Will you get great shaves with it now? Yes. So please, do not be hoodwinked nor bamboozled. It's just like this razor. For an all stainless Artist Club style razor, it is a steal at its price. And it is a pleasure to use. And so, if you're looking for an Artist Club style razor stainless steel, this one is far cheaper than most, like the Blackland Vector, which I would love to own, but it's $200 and some, I believe. And so I just can't convince myself to make that purchase. Maybe I would trade for it or something, you know. But in terms of buying it, it's just hard to get there, although I love it. I did try that razor, and Blackland allowed me to give away, 200 plus. I don't know, it's hard because you can get this razor and a Lupo, you know, for the cost of one. And that's a hard sell for me to go that level. But if you buy that and you enjoy it, I am not saying you're wrong by any stretch of the imagination. And even if you want to purchase a new formulation and you really think it works better for you, then I'll believe what you say. I'm only talking from my perspective. I'm saying generally, it's not going to be worlds better. So please just be wise with your spending. when it comes to these soap software, especially because every time I use one of these older soaps, I always come back and recenter and go, come on. This stuff was good then, it's good now. Nothing has changed there. Super enjoyable. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, I really put the chill meal to this, and this is menthol crystals, and you turn it over. So I forgot to mention early on that that I'm getting some good cooling because I put the chill meal. I put it in the bowl, grinded it a few times. That's just like a salt or pepper grinder, and I'm getting some good cooling in too, which is super enjoyable. We had a great the other night on Real Talk, and if you haven't seen that video, check it out. I'll link it below. We had a great show the other night, and I had a question from BBS Live. And I don't know if they were trying to be flip. I'm guessing they were. Nate probably just busting our chops. But they asked the question like, is there any YouTuber you can't stand? And my answer was no. There really isn't anyone that, you know, if I can't stand someone, I just wouldn't watch them. You know what I mean? That's just, but I wanted to touch on that even further by saying, if that were the case, or if I had a problem with someone, I would just tell them, you know. I'm not going to air it out in a venue like that. Go, oh, I can't stand X or Y. And believe me, I have told privately people things that I did not appreciate and made it clear in no uncertain terms that I didn't like their behavior and the way they conducted themselves. And people have told me that as well. And I have made some changes based on some of that too. Because sometimes people are right, you know, when someone comes to you and they said, hey, I really didn't appreciate this, and this is why it hurt my feelings, or you should listen. You should listen and sort of, you see that big menthol crystal right there that I didn't get mixed up well enough? So yeah, you can see the chill mint. I just didn't mix that up well enough in my lather to get it to dissolve. But anyway, if someone approaches you, now keep in mind, you can't satisfy everybody, you know. Some of us are not for everyone, and certainly me, because I have strong opinions. And I guarantee in this video, I will make some people angry because I'm simply not on board with all these reformulations and claiming they're tremendously better than the last, because for me, they are not. And that will make some people angry. My opinion on that is not going to change, because I've been using products for years and years and years. I have products as old as 10 years old that still work magnificently today, even compared to the best offerings of today. So those opinions aren't going to change, but the way sometimes that you express yourself, or maybe you didn't take someone's feelings into consideration, those things I will consider, and I have. And I have also reached out to people and said, hey, I just flat didn't appreciate that. And some people didn't care. You know, they were just like, I'm sorry, I can't be responsible, you know. And I'm like, okay, moving on, you know. So when someone shows you who they are, or that they don't have regard for your feelings, or you just move on. Just, you know, there's no reason to continue. You don't have to invest in that relationship, because, you know, I have folks in this hobby who are friends, and then I have associates who are just, you know, we have shaving in common, but we're not going to invest personal details. Some folks I invest personal details in that are very important to me. And so when you're one of those people who I'm talking about, my family or things that are going on, you're someone that I'm really investing in a personal level, and that means something to me, you know. And so if someone who I have that sort of relationship with tells me that maybe I'm off base or I've done something to upset them, I will usually apologize, or at least try to meet them halfway, you know. So just keep that in mind. The whole point of this is to say, I'm not gonna, I don't think there are people who I cannot stand. There are people who I am more intimately involved with than others. Like, I have deeper friendships, and then there are shave associates. And sometimes you think you have a friend and they turn out just to be a shave associate, and that's okay, you know. Finding that out sometimes hurts. You feel badly about it, but then you just move on and you realize you have the good fortune of meeting so many great people in this hobby that there's no need to worry about, you know, the occasional person that you invest in, and then it turns out they really weren't your friend, you know? So you just move on. There's plenty of great people. So just keep in mind that you should take people's feelings into account. And I certainly do. And I have been wrong on that too. I've been wrong. I've come on the channel and apologized many times over the years. And so don't be afraid to humble yourself and just simply offer an apology. And I have done that many times personally in my life. And it doesn't make you weak. It makes you, I think, stronger to recognize your faults and your, you know, sometimes your inadequacies. That's not so easy to say. Inadequacies. And sort of confront it and then sort of try to fix that situation and move on. And so, okay, there we go. That was a really nice cold shave. The chill mill really kicked up the cooling, and this soap still fantastic. All right, let me rinse. We'll come back and get into the post. Stay tuned. All right, we're back with the Magic made by Witches, and let me tell you, my face is cool. Woo. When I rinsed with that cold water, you could really feel it cooling. It really brought it, and I used the PA alum block with dry dock off cam, and it was absolutely terrific. Almost no stinging at all. I want to tell you, this RazoRock Hawk version 3 in stainless, for a stainless steel razor, to be able to get it for $69, it is a steal. I don't know why Italian Barber has them still in stock, to be honest with you. It is a steal. Again, if you go to the website, make sure you click the drop down, because some of the combinations are out of stock and some are not. Terrific razor, absolutely love it. One of the best deals in wet shaving as far as I'm concerned, or traditional shaving. Another great deal in traditional shaving, Sub Commander Respect. Still, great soap. I can't say enough good things about it. It still hits the spot. It's still plenty slick enough. I mean, it's just awesome. We used, I forgot to even mention the brush. This is the RazoRock Tricolor with the Plisson type knot. Captain's Choice bow, brilliant combo there. And we'll finish it off today with an inexpensive lime aftershave. This is RazoRock Essential Oil of Lime. And I know, yes, we're approaching winter, but as I always say, I'm inappropriate this way. I'll use lime or citrus, orange, you name it, all day, every day, whenever I please. I just want to smell good. I just want to enjoy myself. And I hope you'll do the same. Whatever it is that you enjoy, just enjoy it. Just remember, if you're a friend, be good to people, try to be as nice as you can. We're going to make mistakes along the way. Humble yourself, apologize, and just try to be a blessing would be the way I would say it. Thanks so much for watching. I've been your host, CDB, reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way. And as always, God bless.